Hi, this is Reese from Creatacrm, and today I'm going to be showing you how to run the job management system inside of Creator. Now, in this particular tutorial, we're going to be looking at reviewing the list of jobs. Then we're going to be looking at the job status, how you can actually manage the procedure of the jobs. Then we're going to be creating some job and tasks relating to those jobs. Then we'll do some time billing on the jobs itself, putting activities on there and working through that. And then we're going to be creating some invoices on that job. So let's have a look at Creators here. Now first we've got is like when you get into the job section, it's actually in the job management here under jobs. Now this can relate to projects, but for this particular tutorial we're only going to be focusing on the job section of Creator. Now, so we just from here, we're going to be looking at the list of jobs. Now, you've got a view variants here, that list of all jobs, open jobs, invoice jobs, non-invoice jobs. So we're going to focus on the invoice jobs. Now, the invoice jobs are scaled down to an order of the job status. Now, the job status here, if you click on here, is a list of procedures that the job's connected to. So for example, so when you actually create a new job, it's in the order of 1. So I'm going to just move the status of order over here to 1. So when you create a new job, it's going to be unassigned. Now you can create your own job status. So when you create your first job, it will focus on the order number 1, and the status type is going to be open. And you can go up the tree by assigning it, going to the status 2, waiting for approval, all these different things for a job in process that's open, to, for example, when you're signed off and closed the job, you've, let's say, closed a job here, it's going to be marked as closed invoice here. Fantastic. So let's have a look at the jobs. Now remember here, this particular here, you can move up and down these orders for your particular needs, and that helps you with managing the job procedures from top to bottom. Let's go back to jobs. Now, for example, I am now in the list view, and if I actually want to look at a particular group of jobs, for example, I will go to the group panel and we've grouped it under the job status. I can click this drop down menu and we're going to just untick, and we look at only the in progress jobs. So this is good for the job management team to review all the jobs that are in at the moment. Now in this view, it gives you a job number in here. It gives you what percentage is completed, and that's bound by the tasks that are connected to the job. How many completed tasks, for example, in this particular first one, it's 100% is completed so far because you've got 1 of 1, and that gives you 100% complete. You've got the job finish date, and you've got a few other things here. Now let's look at a job in a detail view. So I'm going to go to the breadcrumbs and click on this particular job that I prepared earlier. Now at the moment I'm doing all these videos connected to the CBIT conference. Now this particular job is also can be connected and is connected to the CBIT project. So actually is up the tree, you've got CBIT projects in order 3, which is the third job connected to a project, but that's not, we'll focus on just the jobs only. Now what we've got here is that we've got a list of checklists that we have for this particular job. Now that is really important. So for example, we can see here that I've got an order number, and I'll move the video screen slightly to my right, sorry. And you've got the order numbers here, and you've got the cross-offs that I've done. Now, again, you can actually add more tasks to the particular job, and that's checklists to make sure that you have that in the task. And that's very important to really throw all the things you've got to do for this particular job and checklist them and tick them off. So if I want to add some checklists, I click on this particular job here, and we're just going to scroll back up. Now I can, for example, assign it to anyone in the database. At the moment it's currently me, but I can actually pop up and assign all these different tasks to other people. But I can actually just now go task 1, tasks, again, \2, and do all these tasks. Now that's a great example when you get the client or manager or someone who throws a few collection of to-dos in the particular job. So you can actually pop up the checklist, add them there, line item, so you just have to carriage return each one of them, and we click on OK, and they will automatically add the tasks to those jobs, which is task 1, 2, and 3. Now, in the jobs, you can see here that now I've got 13 tasks, 5 are actually completed, and you've got 38.46, which is the percentage completed on the particular job. So you can see the jobs along here, all these jobs, or these tasks, sorry, in the particular job. Now, if I, for example, complete one, and we refresh that, that will increment the percentage complete to 46%. Now, the other great thing about it is it connects to time billing, and that's really important to a lot of service industries, including us, is that, for example, I can now add, for example, with Creatacrm, we actually link our emails, we link our phone system, we link our Office 365, all in Creatacrm. The great thing, that's like the calendar and activities that you do. They're the time materials that you actually do. Now, what you can do is that, for example, on these 2 tasks I've actually added to here, I've actually said, well, during this time, doing the video and the email marketing video, I took 3 hours and 2 hours respectively, and that is a total of 5 hours along here. So now we're doing time billing. Now, the great thing about this job is that you can actually allocate time here, which is in this section here, of how long was it the budget for the time. So it actually gives you a percentage of what's expected for this particular job versus what did happen. That helps management understand. Sometimes we quote a particular resource to do something and then find out it exploded because of a lot of the unknowns. And this information is very important for management to understand how particular quotes need to happen for businesses. Now, also what management can do is actually now add tasks on here as they go through the particular project, and you can, as we said beforehand, you can actually add it. We've added the tasks between 1 to 3 on here. Now, little things that are interwoven into this system is that you can start using things like task organizer, which is fantastic. So usually when you the management will add tasks, or the staff member add tasks, you can go to task organizer and you can actually move things around. So for example, I added tasks 1, 2, and 3. I can then, for example, go, well, okay, I've got tasks to do here. I've got video job that I'm doing. I'm going to move that around. I'm going to do task 2 down here. And then you start moving different things around. So I'm going to do the new video for web page for MOB and portal site, and different elements where you can actually the users and the management can actually organize their own days from all the tasks that are on the particular job. So it becomes a very fast and furious way to use this particular engine. So once we've finished the job, we can actually now send it out to invoicing. So at the moment, I've done 5 activities, or 5 hours of activities here, that I can actually select these activities, and I can just simply one button create an invoice. I kid you not. Here you go. I've now pressed the button. I am a liar, aren't I? There's a few things I've got to do. I've got to now say, yeah, I've got 2 activities. Do I want to merge it or add them as individual items? I want to say what products they actually are connected to, because this time billing, you can just say you can add all these different products. So I'm going to say Creator CRM. We're going to do Creatacrm Consulting on there, and we're going to just have anyone that doesn't have an activity, which they haven't, add that product on that particular activity. So actually you put time and merge it into a product. Now the great thing about that now is that they've crossed off. So if you actually add more activities to the particular job, you can see the ones that have actually been invoiced and ones that already need to be assigned to another invoice, or even moved to another particular job, which is in this section over here. You can move activities to another job as well. That's getting more detail how to do it, but what the key element is that a couple of clicks, you can therefore go to accounting, and I've just created a beautiful invoice system here for $880, and you can now send that. For example, for us, we use Xero. You can just press one button and it sends it to Xero. Now, the other things you can do with the job management, I'm just going to go back one step, is you can do things like report checklists, you can add reports on there, and more importantly, you can do things which is even better, is that you can have Gantt charts on there as well. So I'm going to click on the Gantt chart, and you can now have this beautiful GUI interface of the report itself. So notice here I'm timelined. I've got a lot of particular tasks and activities. I can actually start project managing this job for different people. I can assign it to different people in the database, and you can have a beautiful Gantt organizing the particular job. Hope this helps, and this is pretty much of a detailed application here, so there's probably a lot more learning. A good training exercise would probably help you in this particular module because there's a lot of elements in this, and probably a video may not get the complete, but give it a go. That's what we like, and hopefully use it. So give us a call if you need any help, but this is a very awesome module, and the great thing about this, it can be totally customized for your particular needs. Hope you have a great day.